Okay? Africans and Black Caribbeans and Black Americans are different. Black Africans and Black Caribbeans are closer, almost identical. They have high, now I'm generalizing now, but generalization is pretty accurate. They have high self-esteem and lower levels of confidence. Black Americans have higher levels of confidence and lower levels of self-esteem. Because if slavery lasted here longer, it was turned into a business, and it was an intentional desire to destroy your spirit, because if they had this black man here, coming here with all that build and all that brawn from, by the way, they say they went to Africa, oh, we're dumb, we're stupid. Knock that off. 1600s, 1500s was an agricultural age. The wealthiest gold in America, in the world, were cotton crops and sugar crops and tobacco crops, which are in areas which were very humid, very hot, and the soil was almost dead. Who could master dead soil? Africans. So they went halfway around the world to find the geniuses of the soil. They brought us halfway around the world because we could build wealth for them and income. But they didn't need this brother's attitude. They needed his body. So they separated from his family, so he had no hope. They abused his wife and held him down so he couldn't protect her until he gave up his self-esteem. Now he's just machinery. So now, 400 years later, we never healed. So if I don't like me, I'm not going to like you. If I don't feel good about me, I'm not going to feel good about you. If I don't respect me, don't expect me to respect you. If I don't love me, I don't have a clue how to love you. And here's the big one. If I don't have a purpose in my life, I'm going to make your life a living hell. Whatever goes around, comes around. So we have high confidence, Jerome, because we've competed and succeeded against all odds in the biggest economy on the planet. So we have high confidence because we're competent, but we have low self-esteem, which is why you have crab in the barrel. It's why somebody's sitting there going, what is he talking about? My life? Why would anybody have anything with something positive to say right now? So if you got a problem with me, you need to check yourself. I don't even know you. So, as Quincy Jones once said, not 1 ounce of my self-esteem depends on your acceptance of me. So it's okay if you don't like me, I like me. Now, Black African, y'all, come on now, we having church in here. Now, Black Africans and Caribbeans experience slavery lower for a shorter period of time, and they experience family structure and role modeling for a longer period of time. The mayor was Black. The governor was Black. The premier was Black. The dentist was Black. The barber was Black. The thief was Black. Everybody was Black. Together families. So they have higher self-esteem. But they have lower confidence because they didn't succeed in a market economy. It makes perfect sense. So that's why when Black Africans or Caribbeans come here, within 2 or 3 years, they're killing it. You have the Ethiopians in Washington, D.C., they're at the Park Hyatt parking the cars. Within a couple of days, they've hired the buddies to be valets. Within a few weeks, they're also the taxi drivers. Within a couple months, they put the money in for an Uber car. Now they got a Black car. Now they got 3 Black cars. Now they live together. Now they have their entire staff in the front of the lobby. They have the valets. They got the taxi. They got the Ubers. They're willing to rent you an apartment if you want one. I mean, but that's because the hustle was the only ingredient that they missed, the opportunity. Black people, Black Americans are the role models for the world. But we've got a little bit confused because we think that's enough. We're also depressed. I think that 70% of
as I was listening to him, I was ready to go and rebuttal some of this, but I think he's on the money right now, right? When he talks about the Black Africans inside the market economy where they don't have the confidence for it, that's true. African people in Africa are not financially confident in their economy. Most of them are poor. But when they come over here to the Americas, I can attest this with my own family. Till this day, I can't figure out how my dad was able to do half the shit he did, right? Acquire property, from doing. I'm not gonna give too much on my dad, but to me, my dad is a legend in my eyes. And at the end of the day, all of my siblings went to college. All of us make good money. All of us are role model people, and that happened in the first generation. Second and third and fourth generation would just be hitting the ground running. Africans do incredible for themselves as soon as they touch America, because now they're able to be in a place where even though they already have the high self-esteem, now the confidence can kick in because the market economy has changed, right? And I'm going to say this. This is not to go at any FBAs, but this is why FBAs, some FBAs, a lot of them hate Africans, because they feel as if when Africans come to the Americas, outside of the hatred that Africans have for FBAs, which is very real and it's very apparent, but outside of that, it's like, yo, we feel like you guys only have what y'all have because the white man gave it to y'all over us. And I just disagree. I just disagree, right? Like, if you just see the work ethic that Africans have, it's literally insane. Like, I've never seen Africans have this level of work. I don't see any other race besides maybe the Chinese that has the work ethic that Africans have, specifically Nigerians. But I would say this, I think confidence is the wrong word to use. I don't think any African is not confident. If you haven't noticed, a lot of people in the little travel community have an issue with me because they feel like I'm overly confident. There's nothing in my life that I feel like oh my God, I'm not a confident person. I don't have good self-esteem. I think I have incredible self-esteem. I think my confidence is very high. I think opportunistically, when you know you're talented, but you don't have the opportunity, it can create wariness on you. I think African Americans, FBAs, are the role model for the world. They're the richest black people on the planet. I've said this many times. I think if Africa is ever going to break free from its chains and shackles, it has to be from an African American or an FBA or somebody born in America going back to Africa. I still believe that to this day. I think they are the role models for the world. People don't try to emulate Damson Idris, right? Like, people are emulating 50 Cent, Jay-Z, people that are, I don't know if 50 Cent is FBA, I'm just saying, but people emulate all over the world. They emulate Black American culture. But through the perspective he's speaking through the perspective that they went to Africa, got some of us and brought us to the Americas. Some FBAs would argue with you that Black people were never in Africa, and that I'm always going to disagree with that. There's nothing historically that defends that. It's just a lot of just hoopla. But I can agree that I believe African Americans don't have the self-esteem or confidence, whatever he's using. I think he's still misusing it, but yeah, I don't think they have it, and they feel like what they do have is enough. Like, yo, we already live in the best country in the world. We built this country. I should be proud of myself. I shouldn't have to work hard and try to obtain all this other shit. And at the end of the day, when I try to attain too much, the white man takes it from me anyway. Africans don't feel that way, right? And if you're not raised in an African household, so you can be African, but maybe your parents didn't raise you to be African, you automatically go into complacency. Most Africans are, like they got a realtor business and they're going to school to be a nurse at the same time. I know another African, he's not even Nigerian. He's a pastor in a church and he worked full time as like a PA, right? Like he's in the hospital 24/7, just retired. He's probably going to be a pastor and run a bag off of that too. So Africans work really hard because it's like they come to America and it's like crack. Like, oh my God, I have all this opportunity. And my mother is literally incredible. Like, I've never seen any woman that works as hard as she does and earns as much as she does. Like, she's just insane. So I think us Africans, we just have, like, even as I'm talking, I'm telling y'all, yo, I love to travel. I love making money online. But I'm like, yo, I want to just be back in America so I could really grind even harder when I'm grinding now. I think it's just embedded inside of Africans. Now, you have some Black Americans that are just like high achievers. Shout out Tyree in the chat. Tyree's one of those like high achievers, no nonsense, raises his sons to be excellent, stays in the gym. Like, you got men that are like that, where like they're looking to constantly grow and expand. I'm sure this brother is one of those brothers as well. You got those guys that like they're constantly trying to like achieve, not even overly achieve, but just achieve. But I would personally tell you, I don't meet a lot of brothers in my life like Tyree. I just don't, unless they're African. Caribbean people, I want to say, grind hard too, but I think they're also content with just making sure they have a stable trade or job. They don't try to overly like, they're not like over go-getters, right? And I think that's like most humans. It's not every African that comes to America and it's just like some niggas are okay driving that cab for the rest of their life, right? But I'm speaking specifically of like the ones that I'm familiar with, Nigerians, Ghanaians. You know, they're constantly trying to overachieve everywhere they go. And actually, the most successful group of Black people in the United States is actually Nigerians. So Nigerians are known around the world, even in Africa, for being extremely cocky, conceited, high self-esteem. Like, we're known for that even in Africa. We're known for that. Like, oh, Nigerians think they're just the kings of the world. We do. We do. I don't know why. It's just embedded in our culture. You know what I mean? It's just embedded in our culture to be that way as Nigerians.
Black Americans, clinically undiagnosed depressed. And I can't prove that number. I love number. I can't prove that one. Whenever I talk to somebody, our people in a real conversation, can I get an amen?
Amen,
so,
bro.
When we're having a real conversation, we just have to heal so we can deal. Now, if we can heal, which is real wealth, and heal ourselves and love ourselves, now we can have a relationship. Now, in a relationship, it's the only time where it should be multiplication and not math. So if a relationship, if 2 + 2 does not equal 6, 8, or 10, what are you doing? If you're not better together, what are you doing? When you go to the club tonight, what's tonight? Tonight's Saturday. When you go to the club tonight, what's tonight? Friday. Entrepreneurs, we work 18 hours, they keep getting a job. We can work 18 hours and we have a nap for 3 hours, for 6 hours, that's it. So yeah, I don't know what day it is. You go to the club tonight? Oh man, she's fine. Oh, he's so handsome. What's your name? Oh, what's your credit score? And I'm only partially joking. After the looks fall away and the body falls away, that's your business partner for life. 2 + 2 should equal 6, 8, or 10. If you're not better together, what are you doing? So this thing we're talking about is about self-esteem is the entire ball game. If we can't fix this, we're done. No one else can hurt us, we'll hurt us. If we can fix this, I believe we will and we are. No one can stop us. Black Africans and Black Caribbeans and Black Americans are different.
Yeah, I can't speak for the Caribbeans because Caribbeans got their own swag. I'm gonna just say this. I love Jamaican culture. I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So I love Jamaican culture. I love reggae. I love reggae parties, dance hall. I love all that. But Afro beats has my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm in a crib by myself or I'm with a girl, I automatically default to Afro beats. That sets the tone for me. When I used to drive Lyft in Florida before I started working as a CO, Afro beats and a little bit of soul music would give me 5 stars. Yo, that's a playlist fire. They never had no sauce like that in their life. I think black people the salt, bro. Whether you Black American, you Black African, you Black Caribbean, I think we the salt of the earth, bro. We all add something to each other. I hate the fact that we're even doing this. Who's better, FBA? Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Look at the facts. Look at the best performing Black people in America. They're Nigerian. Look at look at some of the people that are considered to have the best food in America. They're Caribbean, right? Look at the people that set the tone for almost everybody on earth. They're FBA Black American. Like, we got to stop taking away from each other, bro. I'm tired of us doing this whole back and forth. Black FBA set the tone for Africa. I went to Osaka, Japan. I watched Japanese people emulating FBA Black Americans. I watched that. I saw that with my own eyes. They're not trying to emulate no Nigerians. I'll tell you that. When I'm in Asia and they see that passport, they go, "Oh my God, you're Black American." Like, they happy to be around me. They wasn't doing that if I had a Nigerian passport. I'm just being real. So, Black Americans, FBAs are the most respected Black people on earth. Period. Globally, the only people that will get any edge over them are the Nigerians that got to come to America to reap the benefits of what they've done. That's the truth. But Nigerians are reaping the benefits better than Black Americans. We're not even about to argue that shit. I'm just being real with you, bro. That's not the shit on nobody. I'm just saying, y'all the mold. Well, Africa's the mold, but y'all the mold for the whole culture over the last 30 years. But I'm not about to say y'all are outperforming Africans. And it's like, I don't really care to even argue that conversation, because at the end of the day, everybody got something that they're good at. That's why we're better together. We're not stronger apart. I know you guys might feel that way now because of this movement, but I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. So I only see this diaspora war shit online, I swear. Yeah, bro, ain't having this conversation in real life, man. FBAs be talking all this about to slide to the Jamaican spot right now. Richie Rich, hey, wagwan, brother, let me get a rice and peas oxtail them. To start inheriting the accent as they ordering food. Like, you're not even Jamaican. You're not even Jamaican, bro. Shout out to my nigga Tyree because with the catcher. Yes. I appreciate you, G. It looked like we going for a whole nother 30 minutes, chat. My guy Tyree trying to have me up to